Amanda came up with this great name, and I think it sort of covers what we want to do with this, right, Amanda?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like also this is such a good when we were talking about like doing like a Lego collab and then this came up and then you were like, why doesn't this be kind of like our first like episode of that? And
Yeah,
I was like, it makes so much sense
yeah.
when you consider how well this fits into our like kind of theme and the way we want things to flow
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Totally. So, what we're
of
doing, folks,
fandoms.
we're rebranding this as Shelf Love. I mean, I love that name, Amanda. All credit to
Thank you.
Amanda for Shelf Love. And what we're doing is we're going to get together roughly about once a month, but again, depending on our schedules. But we want to do this make this a regular thing where we just hang out like we're doing right now, talking about all the geeky stuff that we're hyped about that are on our shelves, whether it's board games, comic books, Legos, whatnot. So,
Yeah.
welcome to the first episode. I guess this is the pilot episode.
This is the pilot, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love it because I'm just like honestly, it's my favorite thing to do and some of my favorite collabs that I've been doing lately have basically just been like, whatever we're into at the time, we can just message each other and say, "Hey, I saw this thing this week and like I need to talk about it." And then we can just pull things that we love and put them in there because there's honestly so many fandoms that I love that I always want to talk about. So I love this
Agreed.
idea of just pulling things off of our shelves, which both of our shelves are full of cool, nerdy things.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
be real.
Totally cool. And not only
Yeah.
full, but overfull, I think, or overflowing.
Overfull. Yes, yes.
For sure. Awesome. So, folks, welcome on into Shelf Love. Why don't we share some photos? Now, this one, I cannot wait to do this. I have not. We've been talking about this for weeks. I'm super excited. Amanda and I, we both went to Galaxy's Edge in recent times. When was your trip, Amanda? Mine was just a couple of months ago.
So mine was last year in January. So
Okay.
January 2023 was when we
Okay.
went to Galaxy's Edge. And literally when I was going through the photos to like put them into the folder, I was just like, I need to go back. I literally
Oh,
messaged Duck and was like, we need to go
yes.
back to Disney. And he was
Yeah.
like, yes, we
I love
do.
it.
This is
Uh,
true.
so what we're gonna do, folks? So Amanda and I, we have this folder of photos and videos we're gonna share with y'all. Talk about our experiences at Galaxy's Edge. But we went to two different ones. Amanda, you're closer to Disney World, and I am closer to Disneyland. So, folks,
Yes.
we're gonna share.
We're gonna have a battle of the galaxy's
Yeah,
edges and see
exactly.
which is we're gonna maybe find out which was the one that you definitely need to go to, or we're gonna find out both of them are amazing, which I think is probably what the consensus will be,
I
but
feel
we'll
like
see.
it is. Yeah, but
Yeah.
let's go over there. So we've got this here. We got the photos. Let me slip to the slideshow. Oh, T50 says this streamer reminds me that she has a Wookiee costume to wear tomorrow. Yes,
No
yes,
way.
I
That's
love
so
that.
awesome.
I've got my Wookiee hoodie, but a full-on costume is pretty awesome.
TV, I need to follow you. This is like I've just followed you because I feel like I need to see the Wookiee costume. Are you gonna wear
Likewise.
it? You're doing a D&D stream tomorrow? You have to tell me where that's happening so that while you're watching me react to the movies, I can watch you play D&D while I'm watching the movies. It'll be a whole vibe. I love
Nice.
it.
AV Troops in the house, IT Omar Hernandez. May the 4th be with you all, friends. One day early. This is our May the 4th stream. And what we're doing is sharing photos and videos from our trips to the Galaxy's Edge. So Amanda's going to start things
Yay!
off. And I love that you're starting off with the cantina.
Yeah, so this is actually a fun story. So we really wanted to go to the cantina, and my friend Erica, who you know Erica, right? Erica
Oh,
Hayes
yeah.
Figueros.
Yeah. Erica's
Yes,
great.
amazing game designer, amazing human.
Yes.
So she's a huge Disney nerd. So she was prepping me before I went to Disney with all of the things you have to do to have the best experience. So she was
Oh.
like, you got to get your reservations in like months early. Like that's a must. So I did get them in months early, but the cantina was already booked for the day that
Oh.
we went.
Oh,
And we
no.
were there all day because we also stayed late this day. So we came in at Park Open and then we also got an after hours event.
Oh,
So we got to stay
cool.
till like midnight at the park
Nice.
and it was fully booked. But last minute, and she said, just keep checking if there's something you want, because sometimes last minute spots will open up. So right at park open, like 2 days before or something, we were supposed to go, a reservation opened up at like 8:30 a.m. to go to the cantina. So I
Nice.
booked it. So they literally let us into the park early too, so we could make it, because it's all the way at the back of the park at
Okay.
Disney Hollywood Studios.
Okay.
So we were like, I was like, I don't know, we might be late. And then we just talked to someone at the front gate and they were like, oh my gosh, like just go in. And we're like, oh, but it's not open. And they were like, no, but you have a reservation. Like, you can't miss your reservation.
Oh,
We're like,
cool.
yes, this is where it is. Like, we'll just let you in. No problem. I cried when I walked into the park. I was like, why is everyone so nice here? Like,
Oh
what's
my gosh.
happening? Disney's what's happening. So
That's
yeah,
great.
we went there, and then I also wanted to have a drink, but I was like, oh, it's 8:30 a.m. I don't know if I can have a drink. In Toronto, you can't have a drink till 11 because we have rules here.
Really?
But
That's a
yeah,
rule in Toronto? I
that's
mean,
our in Ontario, in the
or
entire province, because the Liquor
oh,
Board of Ontario controls our alcohol through the government. So you
whoa.
cannot buy alcohol before 11 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah,
And you
that's
cannot buy it after 1:30 a.m. the like next day. Like,
okay.
that's last call, and no one sells past that because it's illegal. So I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to have a drink at 8:30. And they were like, oh yeah, in this part of the galaxy, you can always have a drink. I was like, okay.
Nice. That's hanging out with all the scum and villainy, apparently.
Right? So
That's
Galaxy's
great.
Edge, they're serving all the time. So there's Duck having a drink, and we took
Yeah.
some pictures in the cantina. They had an amazing menu. All of the drinks looked great. Every drink that we had, we also had a charcuterie board. Everything at the cantina
Ooh.
was so I'm living through you. This was other people that were sharing the table with us. So I'm living through you. They had these porg cups. I know, it's pretty expensive. I'm keeping I really this wanted one, but I already got a different cup. So I said, do you guys mind if I just take a video of this? And they were like, no, that's fine.
Oh, that's so cool. I just lost it.
And
Hold
then
on
there's
just a
this by
second.
the Millennium Falcon. So I'm as well.
Sorry, let
But
me
yes.
You know what I gotta do? This is on full screen. I need to change this because
Oh
the
yeah,
volume
go
is
for
like
it.
super loud in my ear, so I need to
Oh,
okay, here we go.
yeah, there you go. There you go.
So you got
Don't deafen yourself.
these are your friends that got the
So we
folks
didn't
that
know
got
these people. These were strangers that were sat with us at a community table. So the
Okay.
table we were sat at, there were other people that sat there.
Nice.
So yeah, they got porg cups for their kids, and I was just like, I love these. Can I take a video of them and take some pictures of them? And they were like, yeah.
That's so
They're so
cool.
cute. I got a different mug. I got a tiki mug, which I love. It has the forest of like Endor on it, which is
Oh,
pretty cool.
nice.
Yeah. By the Millennium Falcon. This is
Yeah.
also, there's a ride behind it that you can go in. Did you guys have a Millennium Falcon?
We did. It was amazing. And if there was a part, so when we walked in, I was getting a little emotional already because this is seriously like a kid's dream, like my dream come true as a kid. And when we stood in front of the Millennium Falcon, man, I'm not gonna lie, I got a little choked up, and you'll see the photos in a minute here.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean,
it
to
really
see it
is. It's like being in another world.
It really
like,
is.
It really is. The detail.
Yeah.
There's Doc posing.
Amazing. So you mentioned this was at the is this at the back of the park, you said?
The back of Disney Hollywood Studios.
Okay.
That's where Galaxy's Edge is.
So that's how it is at Disneyland as well. It's all the way in the back where they just carved out this new land that's in the back of the park.
Yeah. And so here we are. I was pointing out the little droid. That's the Coca-Cola droid.
Oh, yeah.
In this video. I just loved that there was a Coca-Cola droid. I was like, guys, there's droids everywhere. There's a Coca-Cola droid.
Nice.
It's helping hand out the Cokes.
That's
and also
great.
everything is branded. So like all of the Cokes have like different like alien text on them. It's like everything feels like it's part of Star Wars. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's such a trip.
Ooh,
this
is us with the droids. So I went and I actually built a droid, which I did pull him out to just show you guys what I built. I also got the case, which is extra.
Oh my gosh, let me go over here.
This is the droid that I got.
Wow.
So
Wait,
this
you
is
got
R2.
the backpack too? Oh, I should have got
I
the
did.
I
I
should have
paid
got the
extra for the
backpack. Dang
backpack.
it. It
I know
looks
the backpack was it's so much money, but
I
it
know.
was like I was like, we're gonna be here till like midnight. So I was like, I feel
Yeah.
like if I don't get the backpack, I'm gonna regret it. So
Oh
it
my
was nice because
gosh.
then you don't have the box or anything. You just carry it around. It goes right on your back. I haven't even taken my tag off because I live my tag life.
Nice.
And you can keep the window open so that when you have them on in the park, actually everything they react to pretty much.
Oh,
So that way, if you keep your window open, it's like when you're walking around, if you have them on,
yeah.
like there's a moment in this where I'll tell you guys what happened. But R2F2, I gave him a personality chip. So his person,
Ah,
it's also a nice backpack. That's true, Danny. It's also a
yeah.
nice backpack.
Thank you, Danny. That's
Um,
so true.
but yeah, he is a personality chip where he is like a very kind of paranoid, a very he's very easily excitable. So he gets worried about everything. He's a very anxious little droid.
Okay.
That was the personality chip I gave him. He's not dark side, light side. He's just anxious.
No, just an anxious
So
droid.
yeah, what were they saying? They were saying he kind of sounds this personality kind of sounds like R2, but it's like R2 if he was like freaked out all the time. So that's what
Nice.
R2F2 sounds like.
That's
So yeah,
hilarious.
I
I
don't know.
love
I'll see if
that.
I can turn him on while we go through, but
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Now
that's
I totally have buyer. So I got the droid as well, and I didn't opt for the backpack.
yay.
Yeah, it's like, oh, now just
Oh,
seeing it, I'm like, darn it, that thing was super cool. But I was like,
it
it's so
is.
freaking expensive, right? Everything's
It
just,
is. It's like 60 extra bucks. And when you
yeah.
build a droid, you've already spent like probably like 130, I think it is.
Yep.
And like, especially as well for me, like it's American. So it's basically like 1.5 times almost
Yeah.
sometimes with the exchange rate.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah. So we took some pics with them and it was honestly magical. I love droids. They're
Yeah.
my favorite things, I feel like, in Star Wars.
Yeah.
So for me, oh, and then they also have a spot. So on the side, it also is a place for your remote for your droid as
Dang
well.
it. Now I got to go back and buy a backpack. That thing is so cool.
Yeah, I mean, the backpacks are pretty. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what I regretted not buying there?
Huh.
Babu Frick. They had a Babu Frick toy,
Oh, yeah.
and I got a Babu Frick magnet instead for
Okay.
$10, which is on my fridge. But they had like he was like a live, like he was like the size of Babu Frick,
Yep.
so small, but it interacts with your droids.
Oh, it does? Oh,
Yeah, so they can
oh.
interact with each other, and I was like, and you can only get Babu Frick at the park, guys. So
Oh.
I
Okay.
really wanted him. He was like $80 or something. It was really
It's so
expensive,
much
and I was just like,
money.
ah. And I do kind of kick myself that I didn't get Babu, but
Yeah.
Duck was like, when we come back, you can get Babu. And I'm
There you
like, if
go.
Babu's still here, hopefully.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Seriously.
So yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what Michelle and I were talking the same thing. Like, yeah. Oh my
there he
gosh.
goes. Yeah.
That's great. We were saying the same thing. We will go back and get the things we didn't get to say. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, folks. So this is the Build a Droid, basically in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It's so cool.
Yeah. So he is. This is what. That's basically what he sounds like. This is. Try to see if. He sounds really cute right now, but.
Yeah.
He sounded like he was barking like a little puppy. Are you good, R2F2? Yeah? Yeah, he's good. He is I feel like the cool thing about the droids though is that yeah, they do interact with stuff in the park. So like when I go back, I'm definitely bringing R2 with me.
Oh, nice.
Because yeah, he's great. He's great to have around.
I'm gonna have to do that as well. That's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're totally...
You'll get the backpack when you go. There you go.
See, now I gotta get the backpack, and I don't remember if I got the personality chip in mine. I don't remember.
It was extra as well. They were like, it's extra, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'll get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can make them move around and stuff.
Folks. Yeah.
Yeah.
B. Travis
and
says...
the people that work at the park and the things they can do with their droids.
Yeah.
I'm watching them pilot them. I'm like, y'all are professional.
Seriously. B. Travis says it sounds like a cross between R2 and an Ewok. R2F2.
Ooh, I like that.
Nice.
I like that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a good little guy.
All right. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so glad you got
So
that.
that was early in our day too. So that was
Yeah.
like at 11. So then we had to
Okay.
carry him around for the entire day. But I
Yeah.
had no regrets. There's me being so excited to be with all the droids.
Yay.
I was like freaking out at all the droids. I was like, oh my gosh.
So
My
many.
dream is I would love to have like, there was a joke when they were doing House of, or not a joke, that the false name for House of Boba Fett was actually House of Babu Frick.
Oh.
Or Book of Babu
Book of
Frick
Boba
instead of
Fett.
Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the like, you know, false name for when they were filming it, so people didn't know what it was.
Right.
I mean, you would still know it's Star Wars, but anyways.
Of course.
And
Yes.
when I heard that, I was like, but honestly though, I want like a House of Babu Frick. Like I want him with all the droids. He
Yeah.
fixes them, but like they all have different personalities, and
I'm all
that would be
about
really
that.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm all in on that idea. That's a great idea.
There you go. We're a couple of pro droid people on this stream.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
So
all
yeah,
the
there we are
droids,
there. All the droids.
the TIE
That
fighter or
is, I
the
think,
interceptor?
yeah. Yes. That's, and I think that's, or is that Kylo Ren's
Yes.
yeah, ship. His fighter that he comes out of there.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we
There
were
it
just
is.
taking some pictures. He wasn't there right then, but
I
I was nervous. I was like, he could be coming at any time. This also, I don't think R2F2 liked being near this ship very much. He seemed pretty nervous about it. We went and met BB-8 and got some pictures with BB-8, which was really cool. I love BB-8.
Yeah,
so
same.
yeah, you can tell that I'm such a droid nerd. I was like, I need to take pictures with all the droids.
So cool.
And then just playing some Sabak, and R2F2 is clearly, you know, probably cheating. Were you cheating? Probably. Yeah, you were cheating. That's what I thought. And then just this was like a place where you could just take pictures. So just photo op spots.
Nice.
But we did get blue milk later in the night as well.
I was just gonna ask. I did too. How'd you like your blue milk?
I liked it. I got boozy blue milk.
Oh.
I did feel that if I didn't get boozy blue milk, I was like, I don't know if I would have enjoyed this as much.
Okay, I didn't know that was an option. I just got the regular non-alcoholic blue milk, which I liked. I enjoyed it. Yeah. But I didn't know there was that option. Darn it. See, and now I gotta go back.
Yeah, there was.
Okay.
There was. I think it was like you choose what booze you wanted. Oh, here we spotted Kylo Ren. So Kylo Ren was being escorted away by the stormtroopers and R2F2. We didn't get it on camera, but he was freaking out. He was like, when Kylo was nearby, he was like, oh my gosh, I was like, dude, like chill. Like, I want to get in trouble.
Cool.
It's like, Kylo's come over here. We're getting in a lot of trouble.
There's Kylo.
So, yeah, there he was walking away. He was being escorted to the private area. And he had a bunch of stormtroopers around him. So don't mess with them, for sure.
Okay. Oh, people are saying they're getting some weird audio issues. Folks, is it still happening? Is it both of us, or was that? Just let us know in chat, please. I wonder if it's the video.
I can listen.
Audio pogs causing trouble. Oh, when Amanda was talking. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I don't know if it's an internet issue or what.
Amanda sounding like R2F2 JK.
Oh. Okay.
I sound okay to me listening back to the stream.
Yeah.
But maybe it was it's probably R2.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna
Sir
blame
Belford
R2
thinks it was during the video. Okay, yeah, and I had issues with that earlier, folks. So let's see if we can go back to this scene and see. Let us know how it comes out this time. So here's some more video. And this is interesting. I don't remember this at Disneyland. Maybe I just missed it. But talk about this at Disney World. Okay,
yeah, so this is I'll tell you what's happening. Also, I listened to the audio there and everything sounded normal to me.
Okay.
But yeah, this was the bounty collectors. So, you know, do you have the magic bands?
No.
At Disneyland?
Yeah, what? Oh. I feel like I totally missed out on all this stuff. What's going on? Well, magic bands.
Okay.
What are those?
So you can get magic bands, which Erica told me, like, when you go to Disney World, like, they have magic bands. Definitely get them before you go to the park. They just, like, you can tap onto stuff. So, like, when you get your Genie Pass, your Genie Plus, which allows you to like skip lines
Mhm.
for rides. So you get like a certain amount of passes each hour. I think you get like one each hour. So you can sign up for a ride, and then for that time, like you can skip the line, you just tap on. It's like a fast pass.
Okay.
It's really cool the way they do it. Like Disney has it down to a science.
Nice.
It makes your experience so much better. So if anyone here is thinking of going to Disney World, get the genie pass. I would recommend. And then what you do is you can sync it with your magic band, which we bought at Disney Springs before. We actually got custom ones.
Mhm.
And then you can tap them to just get on the rides, and it just everything is on there. So also if you had a
Wow.
hotel, you could link things to your room, so we could just buy stuff with our magic bands.
Mhm.
And then if you get a magic band plus, you get to do extra stuff. Like
Wow.
you can complete bounties. So while we were there, we
Wow.
found out that the ones we had weren't plus. So we actually went later in the evening and we got a Grogu one
Nice.
just so we could do the bounty game
Oh, I love it.
just for that. Also, when the fireworks happen and stuff,
Uh,
and like when they do the big shows at the end of the night and
yeah.
all of that, if you have a plus, it'll light up and stuff. So it also is interactive. They're trying to do more stuff with it apparently at the park.
Okay.
And this is one of the things that they've built is this bounty game. So you go
Cool.
around, you scan the area with your phone.
Uh-huh.
So it's like what's that called? Like AR, like it's over top.
Yep.
And then when you're scanning, you're trying to look for like where these bounties are hiding. So like you're looking for certain people that are hiding in places in Galaxy's Edge.
Uh-huh.
And your band will vibrate when you're like heading the right way.
Okay.
And then if you catch them, you bring them back here, and that's what that kid is doing. He's turning in the bounty.
Oh, cool.
And then you get credits.
Nice.
And you're just trying to get to like a higher notoriety as a bounty hunter.
Oh, that's so cool. I just heard R2F2. It's so cute.
Oh yeah, is he cooing? Oh yeah, he's chilling.
Diary Airlines, my all-time favorite username, says it's a perfect example of totally unnecessary things that people read, me and my fam, spend too much money on because they're themed. LOL. Yeah, totally. That's me.
100%.
Yeah, but I did not do my research as well as you did. I need to talk to Erica next time I go to Disneyland because you're doing all the cool stuff here, Amanda. This is amazing.
You honestly should. Erica is like a wealth of knowledge. She knows so many things. She's just a big Disney nerd, and
Yeah.
I love her for it.
Yeah.
Because I'm also a Disney nerd, but I didn't know these things. So she gave us really the tea on like this is what you do, and we actually found out about the after hours events because of Erica as well. So that's how we were able to stay
Oh.
later at the park.
Okay.
This is a loth cat that we saw sleeping.
Yeah.
Which in this video I didn't know what it was. I thought it was some kind of cat.
Oh, okay.
And for a while, I was calling it a bogling, which is a different thing. So just
Ah.
FYI, if you ever watch, whenever I put up this vlog, I have all this footage and I haven't done these vlogs yet. So they're going to be really old. But
Nice.
I will put them up eventually. Yeah.
Wow. Here's yet another thing I don't remember at Disneyland, at the Disneyland Galaxy Edge. This is apparently all woodworking. What is this?
Yeah, so this is like basically we're just walking through like a little marketplace that was in Galaxy's Edge. So like where the Loth Cat was, that was like a shop where you could buy creatures. So it was all these stuffies. You could not buy the Loth Cat. I really did want to buy that Loth Cat, but you couldn't. And then there's woodworking over here, and so it's like there's just different little shops in the market.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I remember going through the market and it was like super crowded when we went, so maybe I just sort of rushed by it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe because it was earlier in the day here, it wasn't like as busy because we did go to Galaxy's Edge kind of like first thing.
Yeah.
And then we came back to it like 3 times in the day, honestly.
Oh, okay.
So here we are about to, I think, get on I think this was the ride where like you get on. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, actually.
Yeah.
There's like a whole story.
This is
that happens.
Isn't this Rise of the Resistance?
This is like a movie.
Is
this ride?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is Rise of the Resistance.
Okay, I need to like this ride, folks, blew me away. Best ride ever. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I won't spoil anything, but yeah, that's a look at the start of it, right?
I feel like it's one of those things where you really have to experience it for yourself, but it's not what you expect. That's what I'm going to say.
Totally. Yeah.
I was literally like,
yep.
We also left it and I was like, honestly, the new trilogy, like this should have actually been one of the movies.
Oh
like,
yeah. I totally agree.
Better than the movies.
Fantastic. I totally agree.
Yeah.
And this is more inside the
I
ride, I believe, right?
inside the ride. This is us waiting in the I think this maybe is later when we came back to go on it, or
Okay.
maybe it was just like pretty chill when we went, or we went in the fast pass for this one. But yeah,
Okay.
when you walk through, and a lot of the rides there, like the lines are also super fun because
Yeah.
just have so much stuff around that they build in there for you to look at
True.
and relax. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, that's my favorite thing too. It's like, one, they have a good system so that you don't feel like you're waiting a lot if you do the Genie Plus.
Hmm.
But then it's also like, even if you don't do the Genie, all of the lines are experiences in and of
Yes.
themselves.
That's so
So
true.
yeah.
So where's? Oh, this
And
is the
then
Millennium Falcon, right?
yeah, we were inside the Millennium Falcon. Yeah.
This is another moment for me when we walked in. Like I was like very emotional.
Yeah. I just love also like Duck's eyes there. Like he looks like he's amazed. So there's a ride where you can how do I put it? It's like traveling the world, like the world of Star Wars. So you go to different places and
Yep.
have different experiences, kind of like a choose your own adventure ride where
Yeah.
like you can go to different worlds and there's different stories that you experience, except you don't choose the adventure. So you just board and then they're like, here's where we're going today, and you can go to different places. So we went on this one a couple times.
Oh, nice.
And then at the end, they have all these posters that are like advertising the different places you could
I
go.
love that. Yeah.
So we just took some, like, we were here. And this was much later in the night. We were getting cold. We were
Nice.
exhausted at this point.
Noble
Our legs
Naboo.
hurt. We'd been there since 8:30 and we stayed until
Oh
midnight.
my gosh.
So
Wow.
yeah.
That's more than a
Noble
full day.
Naboo.
Wow.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was
Tatooine.
wild. I thought, and we literally said, we don't have to stay the whole time.
Yeah.
Obviously, Tatooine is the planet where, if you go to Tatooine, you're probably going to be reacting like this.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be like, there's just nothing here, just a bunch of sand.
Sand. It's too hot.
Yeah, Tatooine, the armpit of the galaxy,
Oh
some people say.
my gosh, you got two
And then,
backpacks? Wow.
oh, yeah. So that one I actually brought with me. That was actually gifted to me by Chris in my community. So
Oh,
thank
cool.
you again,
Right
Chris.
on,
It's a
Chris.
Loungefly backpack, and I love it. I really want to get an Ewok Loungefly too at some point, but I
Yeah.
love my Grogu one.
Oh,
The
Grogu's
zipper
so
is a
cute.
little frog
Oh, yeah.
as well.
Now,
So yeah, for the 50th, they had all these statues out as
okay.
well because we went during the park's 50th anniversary.
Okay, I was wondering about that because I don't remember that being at Disneyland.
Yeah, it was just because the Disney World was celebrating their 50th anniversary. It's the same year that Disney was also last year was celebrating their 100th anniversary in total as a company.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So we got some pictures on our way out of the park with those statues. And yeah, even though we said we could leave early, we literally stayed until we had to leave because the park was closed
Nice.
after the late night event.
Amazing.
Also, Duck built a lightsaber.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you should show your lightsaber because we haven't shown it yet
I
in this
love
video.
it.
So I don't have it, but Duck does have the lightsaber.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that is.
So we got both the experiences in one day, and he went
amazing.
late at night, which is kind of cool because the lightsabers feel secret as well.
Yeah.
Like you're not supposed to be doing it.
That's so cool. I also did the lightsaber experience, and that's I think why I didn't get the optional backpack for my droid because I'd already spent the money on the. Like, I mean, folks, this stuff is not cheap. Like, it
is not
hundreds of dollars on top of everything else that you're paying for. So yeah, it's a pretty penny.
It was an expensive day. We also went to, although it's not in there because it wasn't Galaxy's Edge related, we went to the Brown Derby, which is the like Hollywood style like restaurant, which was a pricier restaurant as well, but it was also amazing. So
nice.
Yeah, it is. And even I was like, oh, should we both get droids and lightsabers? And then I was like, no, that's too much. We shouldn't. One of us gets one, the other one gets the other.
That's
and then
fair.
that way we get both experiences together.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing, Amanda. We'll continue the conversation here, folks. So if you have your experiences,
show me your Galaxy's Edge.
Here's the ticket that Michelle and I each had for our trip to Galaxy's Edge. Magic Eric, thank you for resubscribing, folks. You'll notice that our alerts are Star Wars themed today, so feel free to sub. And if you sub, you can gift subs, you can cheer, and they're all Star Wars themed today, folks. So
The
that's our
Tusken
ticket.
Raiders.
We'll move along here. There we are, Michelle and I, starting at the Magic Castle in the middle, when you first get to Disneyland.
Yeah.
It'd been quite a long time. It's been at least 5 years since Michelle and I have been to Disneyland, so we were super excited.
Wow.
Yeah. And droids.
I've never been to Disneyland.
Oh, you
I
haven't?
don't think.
Oh.
No.
Maybe.
I have to go.
Yeah, you're going to be in Southern California sometime soon, I believe. Maybe.
I am. I have an extra day. I wonder if I could convince Daryl and I are both going to be hanging out before we fly to Gen Con.
Okay.
We're both at SDCC for a couple days after.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could convince Daryl to be like, what if we just for a whole day just go to Disney?
Yeah. Oh, and I just realized you're right.
It's a track.
Gen Con is like immediately right after SDCC, right?
Yes.
That's scary. Oh,
I know.
that's scary.
I'm going to be missing home by the time Gen Con is done.
I'm worried about that.
Also, what voice will I have left? I don't know.
Yeah.
It'll be gone.
T50's been to Disney World a lot. Never been to Disneyland. Yeah, see, and I've never been to Disney World. I've been to Disneyland because I live in Southern California. I've, throughout my entire life, gone dozens of times, but haven't been in recent times. But I really want to go to Disney World sometime.
Yeah, you should definitely go to Disney World. I'll go to Disneyland. You go to Disney World.
Yeah.
And then together, the four of us can assemble. Me, Doc, you, Michelle. We'll go on a Disney cruise. And then we'll have the full Disney life,
that would be
amazing.
That would
That's
be so awesome. Here's a droid for you, man. This was in Rise of Resistance in the line, the queue. So
a gonk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's the battle plans that you can look at. Some of the uniforms.
So cool.
Michelle and I, right before we're about to get on the ride, had to throw in that picture. There's your friend BB-8.
Yeah.
Now, folks,
BB-8.
I guess I should say this is sort of a spoiler. I am spoiling a little bit of the ride, so if you don't want to see this stuff, give me like a couple of minutes and shut off your internet for the next couple of minutes. But because hey, look, there's our friend Ray.
Oh yeah, so cool.
That really blew me away. Again, sorry folks for spoiling, but I'm too excited. Continue on here.
It was really cool, and it's also like the other thing is like when you're seeing it too in person, like the whatever they are, like the holograms that they are.
Yeah.
Everything looks so real.
They do,
it's
right?
Like,
yeah.
Whoa.
Again, it's just so, oh my gosh. So it totally mind blowing, folks. And Magic Derek says Rise of Resistance has a phenomenal queue, so immersive. And that's what I was so blown away about. Like, you are in the world, folks. Nothing, it's so immersive. And
from the moment that you like step into the line to like the moment you get off the ride, it's all part of like the ride, basically.
Love it.
Yeah.
Here's outside at Galaxy's Edge, and back inside all the stormtroopers, which again, just
so cool.
Yeah, totally blew me away. Here I am. That's legit happiness, folks. I'm just like, kid in a candy store.
Just taking pictures with those stormtroopers. You're brave.
Yeah.
You're brave. I feel like you were taking pictures of things that I was like, I don't want to get blasted here. Yeah. I was scared.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, man.
I felt like the Force was with me on this trip. So,
I mean, the stormtroopers are also pretty cool. I watched them shake some people down in the park.
Yeah.
And they were pretty reasonable. They were. Like, as long as you could prove that, you were for the Empire, you just got to say the right things, and then it's all good. It's all groovy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here I am, as I always do. If there's a button to be pressed, I will try to press it. Like, even if it says "do not press this," I am that guy, folks. Nothing happened though. We were safe.
Nothing happened. You were safe. There was a part of this ride that I will say, not a major spoiler, but there's a part of this ride where I literally, I guess it's I don't know if this is a spoiler, minor spoiler maybe.
Okay.
Where I thought it was an escape room. And I was legitimately like, okay, check this. Okay, you over here, like we're all in a group with these strangers I don't know.
Yes.
I'm like commanding people on what to do and what to look at. And people are like, is this part of it? Is this actually going to be the thing? Like, do you know? I'm like, I know nothing.
Yeah.
It feels correct to me.
What's funny, I know exactly what you're talking about, man. I felt like our little group was doing the same thing. But we didn't have a clear-cut leader. Like, you would have been our leader for that, for sure. We were just sort of like doing stuff. Yeah,
and then of course people show up to interrupt you, and I was like, oh, maybe that's not what we're supposed to do.
Totally. This, yeah. Totally mind blown. Again, the AT-ATs, I was like,
Oh.
oh my gosh. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, amazing. So
Yeah.
cool.
Here's the end of the ride.
Yeah. Yes, there it is, the end.
Yep.
Yeah, you took a lot more. I don't even think I have. I think I have when we were leading into it, and then I think I have like a reaction video when we got out
Oh,
where we were just
nice.
basically like,
Yeah.
"Oh my gosh, what did we just witness?"
Yeah. And like I felt like I could have taken a lot more pictures and videos, but again, I was the same way. My jaw was just dropping the entire time. Here's
It's
Michelle.
hard. It's
It
like
really is.
you're having fun experiencing it.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I feel you.
Here we are, right about to go into the market place, which again, super
Yay.
immersive. Love it. There are some. I forget what this guy's called. I forgot what they're called. But
They're a creature.
creatures. Yeah.
This looks like you're in the creature shop,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. I think I might have. Okay. Here's Michelle. We were
Also
laughing at
got the
this. The water bottle where
Bamfas.
you like refill your water bottle was like totally immersive as well. Like we were just cracking up over this stuff. Oh, I love this.
The bathrooms too.
Yeah,
the bathrooms are like
right?
all super immersive.
This is
Oh
where we
yeah,
had our
we had
snacks.
this.
Yeah. This was
Yeah, we had this.
we had our snacks here. This was I forget the name of the barbecue joint, but this is it. We had the Ronto wrap, which
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Was it good?
So yeah, it was good. It was here's the Ronto being cooked, and then here's the Ronto wrap
Oh my
menu. And the Ronto wrap is pretty similar to stuff on Earth called a hot dog, like pork and sausage and whatnot. So
Nice.
we liked it. It was delicious. Continuing on here, here's the Ronto droid, or the droid that was making the Rontos.
I think that's the thing that amazes me so much about Disney too, is that like every element of the park is like really like turned up to 11.
Oh yeah.
Like everything from the performers to the customer service to the food, the drinks, the rides, like just every element of it is like amazing.
Agreed.
Like I was waiting for like, to have park food where it was like, oh, this is park food.
Yeah.
But it's like none of it's park food. It's all like just really amazing.
Yeah. And
people I talked to that worked there were like, yeah, this is where we come on our days off. Like we come to Disney World when we're not working.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Like I can legit say this is one of the best things I've ever had at an amusement park. Like, I'm
Yeah.
used to that, popcorn and hot dogs. This was like legit good. And Michelle and I are super happy about that. And then I was super happy to run into Chewbacca while I was wearing my Wookiee hoodie.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, poor Chewie.
Did he like your style?
He did, but he was swarmed by a ton of us, so they had to keep everyone moving.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so shout out to all the actors and folks working. They do a great job of keeping everyone happy there. And as you can see,
Did you see Chewie and Rey outside the Millennium Falcon together?
Not together. Saw them separately, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We saw them at one point together and they were like talking about the ship. Like they were like this and that and this.
Nice.
They're talking about like the Millennium Falcon. And then we're like, what are they doing? And I'm like, I think they're trying to like fix it. And then we went on the ride. We're like, oh, that's basically what the ride is kind of like about. Like it's about what happens to the Millennium Falcon.
Here we are in the cantina, which you showed some pictures of already. Yeah. It was a little blurry. But yeah, that cantina was great. Were you there long enough to see the little thing like sort of break?
The show?
Yeah, the little show.
Oh. No, I don't know if I saw anything break. There was a musician.
Oh, okay, yeah. So there was a musician.
There was a droid DJ, and he was vibing.
Yep, he was
definitely
vibing.
He had a whole thing where there was definitely like an experience that happened while we were there, but I don't know if I remember what breaks. Maybe.
Yeah, this thing right here in the middle, whatever it is for the drinks, it starts like shaking, and then there was like a big bang. And then and then the some of the employees there, the workers, they fix it, and there's like smoke and everything. It was really cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, I feel like there was a thing where they were concerned that there was someone that was in here that was like not supposed to be, like someone like there was someone hiding out in here.
Yes.
I remember that being a thing.
Yeah, that was a thing as well. As you can see, all the scum and villainy in the cantina right there, folks. Here it is. My first glass of blue milk. I forgot what Michelle got, but hers was really delicious too. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
Did she get alcohol? I don't think she got alcohol. I'm not sure.
I think I got for my first drink, there was like an Obi, or maybe Dylan got the Obi-Wan drink,
Uh-huh.
and maybe I got blue milk.
Okay. Yeah,
He got something that was like a really strong drink.
okay, nice.
It was packing a punch.
Magic and Eric says, that is DJ Rex. Rex used to be the pilot, the old Star Tours attraction, voiced by the late Paul Rubens. Yes, I
Wow.
remember that. And did I take a picture? Well, here I am super happy about the blue milk. Not happy about how much I was charged for it, but hey, that's what you do when you're at Disneyland or Disney World.
That's Disney. Got to pay those premium prices.
Totally.
I mean, the thing is although everything is really expensive, and I'm like, I do feel like a little bit like you get gouged. It's like what they put into everything. It's hard for me to be. They're so smart because they make you so happy that they could basically charge you anything and you'd pay it
Oh,
and
yeah.
probably still be very happy about it.
Oh yeah, you're so right. Like again, this is like my childhood dreams like come true. Seriously, like I would never have thought I'd be able to walk into a cantina or the Millennium Falcon. So
Right?
yeah, and that's what we pay for. We're paying for those actors. We're paying for the equipment, everything there. So cannot complain too much.
And I think everyone's paid well.
Yeah.
At least from I was trying to figure out like who here was trapped and was brainwashed because everyone seemed too happy to me. I was worried. I was like,
yeah.
Are you okay? Do you like if you like are in need of help, like blink twice, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
and people were like, no, like it's just really great. We just really love it. It's the happiest place on earth, seriously.
It really
I tried
is.
to tip someone at the Starbucks and they were like, oh, you cannot do that.
Oh,
But
really?
thank you. Yeah, they were like, oh no.
Wow.
No, I insist. I was like, okay. I was like, oh yeah, I guess because you work at the park. So like, are you paid well? And they're like, oh yes.
Nice.
I was like, oh, okay, good.
That's good to hear. I forget the name of the world. Is it like Galaxy's Edge? So it's like legit canon, like this part of the galaxy, right?
Yeah, I think it is just called like Galaxy's Edge, but it is an area that is like kind of on the literally edge of the galaxy.
Right.
That is kind of where all the scummy folks go. It is kind of like this black market.
There it is.
Style.
Thank you, Magic Eric. Batu is the name of the world.
Batu. There you go.
Yes, because they actually had a book written about it. There's like a book set in this part of the world, or the universe.
There's a comic as well, and there's also I don't know if you spotted her, but Sana Staros is also running around.
Oh no,
or at least she was at our Galaxy's Edge. Oh, there's the droids again.
Yeah, droids. So it looks a little different than Disney World, like the setup.
But similar, definitely.
Yeah.
Like I think the arrangement is a little different, but you have the same droids.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
There you go. That also looks very similar.
Yeah. Millennium Falcon, here I am, a little choked up, super happy. That's a dream come true for yours truly, folks. Yeah. A beautiful day in Southern California that day.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous.
There's Rey.
The clouds. There's Rey.
Yeah. So Rey was leading a bunch of kids around. I think that they might. I don't know if they were looking for Chewie or what they were doing.
They were looking for something. They were definitely helping Rey out, I'm sure.
Yeah. And then inside the Millennium Falcon ride, I believe. Yeah. So there's the back of Millennium Falcon.
Oh, the Millennium Falcon ride is hilarious.
It is. Michelle really
funny.
she loved it. Like I enjoyed it, but she was all over it. That was her favorite part of the experience.
Nice.
Here I am. We have.
Oh, there you go at the sabacc table in the Falcon.
Yeah, another moment where I was like super choked up. Just never would have thought this was possible back when I was a kid. Like even this, Amanda, just walking towards this, I was like so blown away. It's like it's so realistic, right? I mean, you were like in the Falcon at that point.
You're in the Falcon. You're just like, okay.
Yeah.
Man, when they were like, you got to take the Falcon now, I was like, oh no. And they were like, don't wreck it. I was like, oh no, I'm totally going to wreck it.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, one, when you say that, that's definitely what's about to happen. But I'm like, two, also, if I'm involved and then when everyone has to be on the crew, I was like, none of these people were like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I'm not going to be good at anything. I already know. I'm going to mess it up. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Michelle she jumped right into the pilot seat and she was, we were able to take down the baddies when we were on that ride.
Nice.
So
yeah, I think we didn't get enough crates. You can you got to get crates. Yep. We did okay, I think, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
It was needed some work.
Yeah.
Hi Rapala, how's it going?
Thanks for joining us. Here is the build your droid section, and yeah, this is a lot of fun. I was geeking out, of course.
So much fun.
Yeah.
You grab everything off the conveyor belt. There it is. There it is.
So much fun. Yeah, here I am, way too happy right here, but
with all your pieces.
Yep.
Ready to go.
Mine was sort of like a R2D2 ripoff, but I went for the clear dome, but I really like the iconic, blue and white.
Yeah, I mean, we both have clear dome droids, and we both also have R2 base. But do you have? I think my feet are a little bit weird. I think that's the So do you, oh no, maybe we have the same. Oh no, you don't have this, do you? I got put a wheel.
Oh, you got the wheel. Okay, yeah.
Case.
They had mentioned that.
I wanted it quirky. I was like, oh, can I use this wheel? And they were like, yeah, technically it goes with the other model, but it also works on this one if you want to mix and match.
Cool.
And I was like, ooh.
Yeah, I thought about it for a second. Yeah, but I went with that.
I was also very torn because I kind of wanted a BB-8 like model. Like I kind of wanted the BB. Yeah. The BB is so cool too.
Yeah. It was a tough choice.
Maybe I'll get a second droid next time. Maybe.
Next time, exactly. I'm definitely getting a BB-8 next time. And then here I am outside. Not this is me now. I'm thinking I should have got that backpack, Amanda. Darn it.
Yeah, the backpacks. But you know what? Like I said, I was very on the fence about it, but I was like, oh, it's just too cool. And because I think our time for that, I think was like 11 or something. Okay. Like it was really early in the day. Yeah. And I was just like, if we're going to be here till midnight and we're not getting a locker, because we'd already decided we'll just carry, like Duck had our giant cheeseburger backpack, which is from Steven Universe. So he had that. And then I had Grogu. And then we also had the droid.
Wow.
And so it was just like,
that's a lot of stuff.
Let's just get something. Yeah. It was a lot of stuff to carry.
I love that. Rapala says, my friend made a droid kind of like BB-8, but named it BBQ. Nice.
BBQ. I love it. That's so cute. I love it.
So there's Michelle on that. And here we are.
On the speeder.
Ran into Kylo Ren.
Nice. There he is.
Yeah. And here I am about to build my lightsaber.
So exciting.
Yeah, that was an experience. Like another... I'll just say this right now. That lightsaber experience, folks, that to me, as much as I love the Millennium Falcon, as much as I love building my droid, the lightsaber experience for me that's where I'm like, the greatest
It's totally worth what you pay, even though the lightsabers are really expensive. Like, it's like a few $100s.
Yeah. It's crazy expensive. Seriously. Yeah. But there's, again, that's the only pictures you're going to get because the experience is really, really neat. Do I have my lights?
I have a video of it that I took of Duck getting it done, but we haven't edited that vlog yet. But at some point, it'll probably be up on my channel. So if anyone is curious, I mean, there's also lots of other people I'm sure that have higher quality videos out there. You could look it up. But I will be doing his experience, which, which was so sick. And I cried. I was not even making a lightsaber, and I'm crying there. I was like, this is so emotional.
It really is. It really is. And there's like, well, again, we're not going to spoil it, but it's Kuya Joy. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I'm showing off my lightsaber right now. I'm going to put it back over here, back in its case. Nice. I actually
Did Michelle get anything?
What's that?
Did Michelle get anything? Did she build anything?
She did not.
She just
she was there to support me and to guide me and provide financial support. She was a real trooper.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm the Star Wars geek in the family, but Michelle's there to support. And I just bought and I haven't put it up yet, obviously, but I just bought like a little thing that I can hang my lightsaber on the wall. So I'm going to mount that later today and have it all ready. Cool. Yeah. So. Yeah,
Duck and I were talking about that in terms of like, I also have some swords and like an axe and some stuff.
Oh yeah, nice.
We were just talking about like when we inevitably both have like this crazy sword collection together, and I was like, that probably will happen.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love it. So
Can never have too many swords.
let's see if I have any more pictures to go through here. We got the lightsaber. Michelle and I leaving the park, leaving Batu. A couple last minute photos of the different ships that you can check out. And we're back at the cantina. That's it, folks.
Back at the cantina.
Yeah. Oh
yeah. So when we started the day there because we had our cantina reservation, and then we walked around a little bit, and then we're like, okay, well, we'll go on something, and then we'll like check out the rest of the park, and then we'll come back. And so then we went and did that, and then I think we saw the Indiana Jones show and did a few other things.
Oh, cool.
Had our lunch reservation because we'd also booked the Brown Derby and we didn't want to cancel it. So then we had like food at 8:30 and then food at like 11:30 or something. And then we had to go back, I think, to build the droid. And we built the droid in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Still chilled at Galaxy's Edge. Then we left to go check out like Toy Story. And then we came back again.
Oh my gosh.
And then we just basically like just chilled. And like we were like, the reality is we're going to go to every other part of this park. But really where we want to be is Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, were you there?
We didn't want to leave.
Were you at Disney World for multiple days or was it just one day?
Yes. So we went for a week to Florida to go to Universal and Disney. We stayed at one of the Universal resorts.
Nice.
Which was awesome. We stayed at the resort that's attached to Volcano Bay, which is their water park, which, guys, their water park at Universal has like a volcano in it in the park that has water slides in it.
Oh.
It's crazy.
Awesome.
It's sick.
Nice.
So I would definitely stay there again. It was really great. And then we went to Universal for like 3 days or 4 days. I think it was 4 days because it came with the package at the resort. And then we did 2 days at Disney. So we did Magic Kingdom. We just did the evening event at Magic Kingdom. And then during the day, we went to Disney Springs. And in between, we went to the Tiki Bar at the Polynesian Resort.
Nice.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
And then we just did 1 day at Universal. But you know what? I regret not going to, what's the one? It has all the superheroes. And I thought that they would be at Hollywood Studios. But they were not.
Oh, the Avengers Academy? Or Avengers Campus?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's all at, what's it called? It was the one that I thought that I didn't need to go. And then everyone's like, oh, that's at this one. Oh, that's at that park. And I was like, that's what that park is. Dang it. Dang it.
Wow.
So, but it was still really cool to go to the Magic Kingdom. But everyone thought we were ridiculous for going there because they were like, isn't that for like babies? We were like, I got to see Tiana, who's my favorite princess.
Oh,
so
nice.
I was like crying meeting Tiana. There's like a whole video that we took of me talking to her. Like I'm literally 6.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Also, Rapunzel was in there and all the other kids were like obsessed with Rapunzel. And I was like, get out of my way. I'm talking to Tiana.
Nice. Oh, yeah. I love it.
Oh man.
Man, why don't we hang out, talk a little bit more about Star Wars while we do some Legos? How's that sound?
I love it. Okay. Let's do it.
All right. So folks, if you have your Lego sets, come join us. We're going to be building Legos right now. Let me switch over to this scene. And voila. Okay. And got my book. Amanda's got hers. Yay.
Yay.
So Amanda, what are you building today?
I'm building brick heads. Actually, I forgot to show you guys. I'm also wearing today. My hoodie is also Star Wars themed. I have my Grogu hoodie on.
So cute.
That says the Force is strong with this one on the arm as well.
Nice.
I just realized I didn't show that. So before we jump into this.
Yeah, that's great.
Because I saw you were wearing your sweater and I was like, I need to also reveal that this also is Star Wars.
Yeah.
Other than my Porg shirt, which I do love Porgs.
Yeah, we do love them.
How do you feel about the new trilogy?
Well, first of all, before we get to that, M. Peebles is rating us. Thank you, M. Peebles. Appreciate it. Welcome on in, folks. Amanda McKnight and I are doing all the things Star Wars related right now in anticipation of tomorrow's big day. And we're going to be building some Legos, as you see. And we're also, Amanda just asked me about the new trilogy. So I have mixed feelings about the new trilogy, Amanda. Overall, I enjoyed it. There are some parts that I didn't enjoy as much. But I'm sort of in the minority here. Like, I actually like The Last Jedi a lot. And I know that's sort of a hot take. Yeah. So I know a lot of folks didn't like it.
I mean, I mean, yeah, I guess it is kind of a hot take.
Right?
I mean, here's the thing. So I really liked Force Awakens. I think we all like
Oh
Force
yeah,
Awakens.
absolutely.
I don't I don't think there's a person that doesn't like Force
Right.
Awakens. And then I feel like The Last Jedi, I did enjoy like parts of it. I didn't think The Last Jedi was bad. I
Right.
didn't think it really fell apart until Rise of Skywalker. That's when
Agreed.
I was like,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Well,
that was the problem
we
to
went to a weird place. That's what I thought.
agreed. I 100% agree. Like I just they went one direction with Last Jedi, and I was like,
Oh,
okay,
actually.
you do your thing. It's not what everyone agrees with, but I'm like, at least for me, at least it was a, again, I love the original trilogy, but even I was like, you know what, for this new trilogy, I'm okay moving away from the Skywalker saga, but
Same. I was actually excited when they were like, we have Rey, and Rey is
yeah,
like not really, she's just her
exactly.
own person.
Yep,
And I had theories for who she might be related to, but I was like, it's kind of cool if we don't do that. But also
exactly.
if we do that, that was not where I was expecting it to go.
Agreed.
If we were going to do that.
Exactly. I agree.
Also, yes, I am building brick heads. I'm building the Mandalorian and the Child.
Oh
This
yeah,
was also gifted to me by, I believe Michael gifted this to me. So thank you, Michael,
very
if you
nice.
are watching this VOD later, or if you are here, perhaps.
Well done,
Lurking.
Michael. I am building
Yeah.
Boba Fett's starship. I had started this months, or maybe it might have been late last year, and I've gotten through the first two bags, which you can see here, and I'm doing bags 3 and 4. Here's the sad thing, Amanda. Earlier you were talking about losing projectile from one of your toys, right?
Yes,
I straight lost
I
Boba
was.
Fett. I don't know where Boba Fett is.
Whoa,
I'm
where'd he
I
go?
don't know. I'm
He
like,
dipped.
yeah, I have this bad feeling. Oh, okay, in Star Wars fashion, I have a bad feeling about this, right? I have this bad feeling that he fell behind my shelves, and I can't get behind there right now. Like I would have to
Oh
literally
no.
dismantle all my board game shelves to get to where Boba Fett is. So,
Hmm.
yeah. So I may
All
just
right, so
order a replacement Boba Fett. I don't know.
question, do
Yeah.
we build the Child or do we build the Mandalorian?
Ooh, I vote for the child.
The Child? All right, let's build the Child. Because I
Kuya
don't know if we'll
Joey
get both
says
done.
they were doing something different than Last Jedi. If I could choose, I would have Ryan Johnson direct all 3 of the Star Wars. I agree. Like I think that's the biggest problem, Amanda, was the fact that they try to do it with a couple of different directors. Like I would have said, just give all 3 to one director. Let's see what they do with it. And instead,
Yeah.
go all JJ. If you had to go all JJ, fine. And he really did. I thought he did a good job with Force Awakens, but obviously the tone and everything else was so different in the Last Jedi. I think that's why I liked it, because they were willing to risk, changing this great franchise.
Well, I think it's just the thing of, it wasn't unified. So it's like,
Yep.
I think it's fine whichever direction you want to go in, whether you kind of want to go with something that's a little bit more safe,
Yep.
or whether you want to go with something that's a little bit more kind of wacky, kind
Yep.
of a little bit more out there.
Mm-hmm.
However, pick one
Yes.
and
Yes.
commit, please.
That's
And
yep.
also maybe just have, if you're going to have different directors, right? Like kind of like what we're seeing now with Star Wars, where we have, you know, someone that's going to be making like kind of in charge of everything creatively overall, and then bringing in other creatives to tell stories within
Yes.
that.
I couldn't
Yeah.
agree more. I couldn't agree more. By the
Like
way,
we have
folks,
with Favreau.
yeah. By the way, friends, what I'm using here to separate my Legos, these are little game trays from our friends at Lucky Duck Games. They also do these little game trays. These are actually for board game bits, but I realize they're
So
perfect
cool.
for Legos. So we're gonna have to get you some of these trays, Amanda, as a fellow Lego builder.
Yeah.
These are perfect for this.
That's great. Yeah, I love that. I'm very basic when I do my separating. I just kind of I'll just put my Grogus up here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I still kind of want them in the shop. Let's have them, they can be watching the creation of this new Grogu
Nice.
will be coming in.
Racial tensions
But yeah, I
high.
just literally sort them by colors like this.
Oh, okay.
Very basic.
Hey, whatever works. Folks in chat, let us know
But
how
I
you
like your
build
system.
Legos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rachel says,
Does everyone separate the pieces? Because I feel like some people are chaotic and don't do that.
yeah, which I
Which
could
I
never
love.
do. I need to separate stuff.
Same.
Rachel says, I love Lucky Duck, but I heard they were just purchased by Goliath. That's right. Goliath just purchased them. Kuya Joy says, agree with Amanda. They should have at least collaborated like they do with all of the High Republic books in media. Yes. And
Yeah.
Rachel must separate pieces. Yes.
I haven't checked out any of the High Republic stuff, but especially with what's the new show that we're getting? Acolyte?
Acolytes. Yes.
I've been wanting to get into some High Republic stuff kind of in preparation for the Acolytes. And I know there's a book that is about I don't know if it's the character. I think it is actually the character that's in the show, and he basically is like a detective on like the Outer Rim.
Yep.
As a Jedi, which I think is such a cool thing. And I want to check that out. But is there anything else that people would recommend? Because I also know there's a bunch of High Republic comics and stuff.
Right. Yeah,
And
folks, let us
I
know.
would love to check it out. I've just been dipping my toe. I just finished reading very late the Dark Droids event.
Oh, okay.
Which
I did not
was
read that.
interesting. Yeah, it was a comic book crossover event in the Star Wars world where it's basically this AI that is known as the Spark Eternal, this ancient AI, and it sort of comes back into like it awakens, and then it's setting out to kind of conquer the universe because it hungers for knowledge. And
Ooh.
it infects a droid, and then it becomes something that is known as the Scourge, and it's going around the galaxy infecting all the droids.
Ooh.
And all of our heroes have to get together and beat it. And overall, a really cool idea for an event.
Right.
Although the execution, I have some thoughts about that.
Okay. So it wasn't quite there? Is that what you're saying?
It wasn't there's so many things that are good about it, but
Yeah.
it wasn't quite there for me.
Okay.
Yeah. It just didn't feel as unified as but it's hard because it was a major crossover event. So like Darth Vader's in it, the Dr.
Okay.
Aphra book, Bounty Hunters.
Oh, wow.
Basically every title they're doing that's set in the same time period was involved. And then you also have D Squad, which was its own book that was part of the event. And then you also have the main book, Dark Droids itself.
Oh, wow.
So it was
a ton of stuff.
29 issues total is the whole event,
wow.
Which is pretty big.
Yeah, that's ginormous.
From August to December of last year, it ran.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rachel says free comic book day tomorrow. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Rachel. Yeah, free comic book day tomorrow. I know there's a couple of Star Wars books as part of the free comic book. Do you know if that's true, Amanda, or am I just making stuff up?
Sorry, say that again.
Are there Star Wars comic books being given as part of the free comic book day?
For free comic book day?
Yeah. I thought there were.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Let me look. That's a good question. Free comic book day. Catalog. I would have thought that would have been gold, but
right.
I don't see it here.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, it would be through Marvel. Maybe not.
That's okay. So I know last year I got I think 2 different Star Wars books last year.
Oh, nope, there is one.
It's
one of the silvers.
Okay.
Free comic book day 2024 Star Wars.
Nice.
Charles Soule, Greg Pak writing. So probably some Star Wars, some Darth Vader stuff, I'm imagining.
Yes.
Art by Ibram Robertson, Roman Rosanas, and cover art by Phil Noto. Love Phil Noto. Are there rebel survivors stranded on Hoth? Luke Skywalker, Leia Organa, Lando Calrissian, and Chewbacca mount a dangerous rescue mission to Echo Base. Lightsabers, blasters, snow troopers, all-out action amongst the wreckage of AT-AT walkers, rebel airspeeders, and frozen weapons of mass destruction. Darth Vader employs a surprise character from the past to help him find Luke Skywalker. But Sabe, former handmaiden of Padme Amidala, is also on a quest for the son of Vader. Having worked for him as an Imperial Commander, Sabe has enough resources to cause chaos for anyone who stands in her path. How will this affect the Dark Lord's plans to remove Palpatine from power? So, seems like it's basically
Wow.
set in what we're doing right now. And yeah, that is kind of where Vader has been at, just kind of at odds with his mentor, Palpatine.
Very nice. So there you go,
Which
folks.
also, I don't know if people are reading the Darth Vader comic, but it's really good. I was considering continuing on with it after the event because I did really love it.
Uh-huh.
It's really, really fun.
So it's that good. Okay, nice.
Yeah. But I decided instead that I was just going to keep Dr. Aphra, which that's when I was talking about Sana Staros being at the park.
Uh-huh.
Sana Staros is the wife of Dr. Aphra, who
Mhm.
is basically like, for those that aren't familiar, she's like Han Solo, but if Han Solo was basically Indiana Jones kind of vibes.
That's a great description. Nice.
Yeah. And yeah, she's super cool. So she's basically like a space archaeologist that's also a scoundrel, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and a troublemaker. So her wife is Sana Staros, and they've been estranged at times. Um,
Mhm.
but her series just ended. So I literally was like, I'll keep reading this. And then the next issue was the last one. And I
Oh.
was like, oh, all right. But that's fine. I'll wait for there to be a new one because Dr. Aphra, I think this was her second volume. So she is super popular. And honestly, I'm surprised that Dr. Aphra hasn't come into live action at all or anything like that. She's so cool.
Yeah, I have this again, I have no inside information about this at all, but I just have a feeling that's got to be in development, right? I just I
I
can't see if
mean,
I can't see how it's not in development right now.
if it isn't, I would say, like, what are you
Right?
doing? Because really should be.
Yeah.
I think I do need this. I think I need also this one.
Great.
This one.
Rachel continues. I've been trying to get back into comics, but more of an indie dark horse girl. Like I like Squirrel Girl,
Ooh.
Wicked and Divine, Rat Queens back in the day, Saga, Paper Girls, but I haven't picked up a comic book in a couple of years.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of good indie stuff right now, Rachel. So it's also a really good time for that. Trying to think of like what I've been reading lately that's been indie that I've really been liking as well. Um, I was reading Dark Ride, which is Image Comics, which is coming to an end now. That was really good in terms of a horror story.
Mm.
It's I also just love Halloween, who's in it. She is this. It's basically like Disney World, but if Disney World was a horror park.
Ah, nice.
And maybe someone sold their soul to make it happen.
Nice. Kuya Joey, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, folks.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
y'all. My name is Ruel. I'm hanging out with my
Hello.
friend Amanda, and we're building some Star Wars Legos right now because tomorrow's Star Wars Day. If you missed it earlier, we were talking about Star Wars. We were talking about all kinds of stuff. We shared some photos from our trips to Galaxy's Edge at Disney World and Disneyland. And now we're building some Star Wars Legos. So thank you so much for joining us. Kui Joey, really appreciate you. And I'm about to place a sticker, Amanda, on one of my pieces.
A sticker.
I always get nervous with this. I don't know why. It's just a nerve-wracking
Me
thing.
too. Oh, do you know the trick?
Using the little thing.
Yes.
Someone told. Was it you that told me about to use the little brick separator for stickers?
I don't know if it was me,
Okay.
but it is a trick that I forget who told me, but someone told me about that.
Yeah.
And it changed my life.
Really? Okay, good to know.
Yes.
Good to know.
It's changed my life because it really just allows you to see a little bit better and line it up.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, for me, and I have very tiny hands. Like I'm sure you guys can see, I have like little doll hands, but I feel like my fingers are so big when I'm putting a sticker on because the stickers are so small.
They are.
You know?
Yeah. Good, Joey. I
just
agree.
feels-
Give me printed
And I mean,
pieces
they
of
are
the stickers.
easy to remove, and they're easier to remove now than I think they used to be as well.
Okay. Yeah.
In my opinion, I feel like in the last even few years they've made them more. You can move them more easily, which is great.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. So for those just joining, what the trick was that Amanda and I are talking about, you use the brick separator, put your sticker on there, and then you can line up stuff on the
Yeah,
piece
just
a
on
little better.
the tip on the edge,
Yep.
and then you can eyeball it a little better.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been doing that pretty much for all my Lego builds recently, and it's been
Nice.
a lifesaver.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, here I go. I'm a little nervous.
Oh,
Okay, that's all right.
how do you feel about it?
I feel great. I feel great. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
And then I gotta let me make sure it's the right
Looks
way.
good.
Yeah, hopefully it's all right. That goes there. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. So yeah, again, folks, just use the old brick separator. Put the sticker just on the tip. Just the tip.
Just the tip of the Lego
Of
separator.
this. I'm not going to comment on that, folks. We are a family-friendly stream.
You can let your minds go where they will for that one.
Use the force to figure that one out. Let's see. I'm going to get this piece here.
Oh my goodness.
Um,
But yeah, it's just a lot easier.
for sure.
I don't know if I'm gonna have. I don't think I have any stickers for this one. Thank goodness. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at like you're doing. Is that just for Grogu?
I have an eyeball here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is just Grogu.
That's a lot more pieces than I expected. That's like a lot. No.
Yeah.
Wow.
The thing with the brick heads is that they're really nice to build because they're tiny.
Yeah.
Which I like because I live in a very small apartment in Toronto, so it's I don't have a lot of space.
Yeah, yeah.
But they're small, but they're dense, so they're a nice.
Okay.
Like you get a nice amount of building out of them.
Nice.
But then when you build them, it's just gonna be a little guy probably like this. He'll be tiny. And I can put him with and I like the brick heads too because they're basically like. I say they're like the Lego Funkos,
Oh yeah, yeah, nice. That's a good way of putting it. Lego Funkos.
Legos Funkos. Also, did you know that Lego has accessories like that you can wear?
What? No, really?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Also, I think I dropped a piece, but I'm just gonna wait to see if I'm missing one.
Oh.
We'll see if we get to a place where I'm like, oh, there's one missing. Then I'll look on the floor
because that's always
my floor is hard to find things on.
And you definitely don't want to step on that.
No, I will definitely be doing a sweep after stream as we were also talking. Well, but like you were saying, where you've lost Boba Fett, which is just tragic.
Oh, totally.
I was talking about earlier how I had these projectiles that I built in my last Lego stream. I was building a Shang-Chi set, which was super cool.
Nice.
And it came with, because it's like Shang-Chi escape like the 10 rings, and so it comes with these weapons that are supposed to be like things that you would drive past as you're escaping as Shang-Chi and like Katie and all that. And it had these projectiles that you build, which are super cool. And I was playing with them, and I said I lost one of the projectiles just playing with it during the stream. Somewhere under my computer over here. And then I was saying today I was putting them away on my Lego shelf where all my complete stuff is. And I put one down for a second, and I guess I just put it down on an angle where I just heard it shoot off. And it's a clear blue piece, and my floor is very bespeckled.
Oh my gosh.
The type of flooring that's in my place. So I feel like I may never find it again, guys. It might be gone for life. We'll see.
Sad face.
But the good news is the Lego store always has more pieces for you.
Yeah.
And if you can explain to them what you're missing, they can probably help you out, which is great.
Yeah, they're pretty much geniuses.
I actually applied to work at a Lego store recently because I was looking. Yeah, I was looking to just like get something like a little bit part-time to like so I can like be out in the world.
Right. That's cool.
And interacting with people because I kind of miss working in customer service. And I did not get the job, but it is like a thing that I feel like I would love to do. I love going to the Lego store. Everyone's so nice there. It's such a good experience.
I feel like you'd be a great Lego employee. You know your stuff and
thank you.
Yeah, you're very personable and I'm surprised.
Thanks. Yeah, I feel like the cool thing about Lego is that it seems like the type of brand where it's really just about making sure the customers like really have a great time in general, like that they have fun. Like I feel like that's what Lego is about, like having fun.
Right.
So it's not about like I never feel pressured when I go into a Lego store like I have to buy something.
Right.
But I always want to buy something just because everything's so cool and everyone's so nice and knowledgeable, like they're like, oh, have you seen this like new thing? It's so cool. And I'm like, oh, that is really cool. And I'm like, oh, do I need that? And then hopefully I'm there with someone else, because if not, I'm probably buying it.
Right.
It's only when I'm there with other people who are like, "How many sets do you have that you haven't built yet, Amanda?" And I'm like, yeah, I do have a lot of sets." Oh my gosh, they just came out with a bunch of Disney sets that
Yeah.
oh, they have all these Disney princess sets, and it's a problem.
I was just gonna ask you about that. Are you looking at anyone in particular? Or just all the sets, all the stuff?
Let me see. I took pictures last time I was there. This is how you know it's bad. Because I was like, I'm just gonna take pictures. Did you ever do this as a kid? You would, bring your parents over to see something
Hmm.
and just say, "Oh, I just want to show you this."
Oh yeah,
But really what you meant was like, "I want you to buy me this, but like I don't want to," because I know if I say that, it's gonna be a no. So
totally.
instead, what I used to say to my parents is, "Oh, can I just show you this toy?" And they'd be like, "I'm not gonna buy that." And I'd be like, "I just no, no, no. I never said. I just wanted to show you.
Oh my
Like, just
gosh,
thought it was cool.
love it.
Thought you might want to see." And that's what I did with the Lego sets. And then I was sending them to Duck, being like, "Look at these cool Lego sets." And he was like, "Do you need more Lego sets?" And I was like, "Well, no, I'm just showing you.
Just showing you.
Just showing you. I'm
That's
not
great.
saying that you should encourage me to buy it, but I mean, if you did, I would." Oh yeah,
uh,
here are some of the pictures. So there's this really cool Batman set that they have.
ooh.
Yeah, so they have that one, and they have oh yeah, they have this little Animal Crossing set.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it comes with Isabel. I was like, "Oh, that's a problem." It's only $50, so it's pretty affordable. I love all of these. They have the Up House, they
Hmm.
have
Oh yeah, the
the
up house is great.
castle, Cinderella's castle. They have the Little Mermaid castle. Those are all
Nice.
really cute. And then oh yeah, the princess market. I love the princess market because it comes with Tiana, who, as you already know, my favorite princess. But
Yes.
also Tiana has a saxophone here for some reason,
Oh
even though her whole thing is like cooking. But I
yeah.
guess because like New Orleans and the music and like, her prince is into music. But I was like, I just love that they gave her a saxophone.
That's
It feels
cool.
so kind of relevant, but also kind of random.
You're right.
Oh, and they have the Dungeons and Dragons set, which is
Oh,
amazing.
that one. Oh, that
The
one
red
was
dragon
mind
in.
blowing. Yeah, that was
Yeah. How
so
much is
cool.
this? Oh yeah, $470.
Oh my goodness. Yikes.
Yikes.
Yeah.
But it comes with a beholder
Okay.
as well.
Wow.
And then they have new plants. They have these tiny plants set, and I love all the flowers and the plant sets
Oh,
that
they
they
have
have
new.
for
Oh
the
my gosh. Okay.
botanical collection.
So fun. Yeah, fun fact. I love buying those for Michelle. She loves those, and at her office, at her job, she has a bunch of these plants displayed. Oh my gosh. I'll have to check out those plants.
Yeah. You might have to check them out. Yeah,
Yeah.
tiny plants. So that's the newest one that they have.
Nice.
And I'm also a sucker for the botanical sets. I
Yeah.
just think they're so cute. And
They really
I'm not
are.
good at keeping plants alive. So
Say
to
you
me,
know.
it's like,
Yeah, right. And that's the same with Michelle
yeah,
and myself. We do not have green thumbs. So
yeah.
instead of real plants, we go with Lego plants, and they're always healthy.
That's right.
Yeah.
You never have to worry with your Lego plants. You're like, I'm not going to fail these guys. They'll be good forever. Uh,
So I just had
uh,
this moment, another like horrifying moment. So remember I was talking about losing Boba Fett?
yeah.
Apparently I lost part of the ship as well. Like this part
What?
here is supposed to be doubled here. I do not have this.
Are
So
you sure?
yeah, I must have dropped this at some point. I don't remember because this should be here. Did I? Wait a second.
Are you sure? Because sometimes you think you have something and you don't. That's me with building Legos anyways.
Okay, here.
I
Okay.
had to I had to unbuild an entire thing because I thought I was missing pieces, and then it turned out I had just like put
Oh,
one piece like in the wrong
oh
spot.
my
It was
gosh.
insane.
Okay, here it is. So look at this photo here. It
Okay.
obviously shows two of that section, and then
Yeah.
for mine I only have one. But you know how there's always like extra parts in Lego builds?
Yeah.
I have a little baggie that I labeled Boba Fett ship extras, and I'm looking at the extras. I could totally make that part right there. So
Oh,
apparently,
there you go.
yeah. So apparently, when I first built this, I just skipped right over that step, and I was like, wow, I got a bunch of extras. No, I don't, Ruel.
That's what I
Yeah, I
mean.
need to
Because
build that.
sometimes you miss things in
Yep.
the instructions. I do that all the time.
Okay.
So
Okay. Now
when
okay.
I'm always the first one to panic, and then I'm just like, wait a minute. How many times have you? It's just been you just made a mistake here. So
Okay.
let's backtrack.
Woo.
Yeah. So I always say to people, trace your steps first, and then if you've traced all the steps and you still are missing pieces, then panic.
Okay.
But don't panic. Just go to the Lego store, and then they'll give you more pieces.
Nice. Thank you, Amanda. See, now I feel better.
Yeah.
We are amongst
There you go.
we're amongst fellow builders here, folks. So what I'm going to do, I'm going back to step 90. I was at step 111. So thanks to Amanda, I'm tracing my steps back, and I have found what I need to build here. Now, having said that, I still have no idea where Boba Fett is. So could I just
It's
order?
hiding somewhere.
Could I just order a Boba Fett, or do I need to go to the store?
Probably. I would just say, I mean, you can maybe just order one online, but or even reach out to customer support online
Mm-hmm.
is what I would do. Or I would say, yeah, if you go to a store, like I was surprised. Have I told you the story about how my good friends' sons came over and were playing with some of my Lego sets?
No, I want to hear the story.
Mm. Yeah, so they came over and they saw obviously I have a lot of Legos. My place is like if you're a child and you come into my apartment, it's like Wonderland for children. They're like,
Amazing.
"Oh my gosh, you have so many toys and things. Can
I
I
love
play with
it.
everything?" They wanted to open up like all of my little Grogus as well. Like I have some of these that I still have in the boxes.
Uh-huh.
Which I like, and then people are like, "Oh no, like maybe you want to hide that because it's a collectible." And I'm like, "Oh, I don't care. Like my collectibles are very like also even my Funkos, like I'm like, you could just take them out of the box and I can just put them back in after. Like
Nice.
I mean,
See,
even if you break it, like I could always get another Funko. Like it's not the end of the world.
I love that, Amanda. I'm in the same way. Like for me, toys and everything, they're meant to be played with. Like, yeah, I'll have them
Yeah.
displayed, but if you want to play with it, I mean, heck yeah, just go right ahead.
When kids come over and they're like, "Can I play with the toys?" I'm like, "They are toys, so yes."
Exactly. Oh, I love hearing
You
that.
go for it, and if you something happens, if something gets lost or we break something, we can figure it out. It's not the end
Exactly.
of the world.
Exactly.
It's just a toy. So anyways, they were playing with I had built a Love and Thunder set, a Thor set,
Mm-hmm.
and they were taking the set apart and then wanting to put it back together again.
Okay.
But without of course any rules, just wanting to experiment with can I, take this apart and put it back together because they're kids.
Yep.
And they put it back together pretty good, but they were missing one piece in one of my goats. So
Oh.
it comes with the two screaming goats
Uh-huh.
that Thor that's from the Thor like mythos that's also in the movies. I forget their names off the
Oh,
top
yeah,
of my
yeah.
head, but yeah, so they put them together and then one of them was just missing one piece.
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh." And then I looked everywhere but I couldn't find it. So I went to the store and I'm like willing to buy this piece. Like I go in and I'm like, "Look, I have this goat. It's missing this one piece. This is like the size, the color of the piece. This is what I need from this set. It wasn't your fault. I had kids over and they were playing with my sets and it got lost. Can I just buy this piece?" And they just were like, "Oh my gosh, we'll just give you what piece is it? We'll just give it to you." I
Oh,
was like, "What?" I was
that's
like, "But
cool.
no, I lost it. It's my fault."
Yeah,
And they were
yeah.
like, "No, it's okay. It's not your fault. It just sometimes that happens."
Wow.
And so they just gave me a piece. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying like if there's something that you're missing, like as long as it's reasonable, I'm
Yeah.
sure. I'm sure if you went in and said I'm missing an entire set, they're not just going to give you a set,
Right,
but
right.
who knows? I don't know. Maybe they would. They're very nice there.
Yeah.
But they'll probably try to help you figure it out.
That's
So
cool. That's so yeah.
if you lose Boba Fett, I would say go into a store and just tell them, I had him. He was on my shelf. It fell.
Yeah.
Is there any way, like, what can I do to get a new one? And they might just give you a Boba Fett from that set.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it. And you know what? I'm gonna clip this from our live stream and show them on my phone. Like, look, Amanda and I were just talking about this. Please.
We were just talking about this. Yeah. Yeah. Especially if they're like, you know what? We'll just give it to you for free. Then you should be like, this is what my friend, she was literally like,
Right?
just ask them. They're so nice. It's true though. Yeah. Every Lego store I've been to as well, every person there is just so wonderful.
That's cool.
I love to see people that are just also passionate. Like Lego, or you and I were talking about this, right? About how Lego fandom is the best fandom.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, hands down.
definitely. Just
Like, no doubt in my mind.
agreed. Yeah, unlike, I mean, it's sort of funny we're building Star Wars Legos because Star Wars fandom can be pretty toxic.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
this is like a melding of two very different
Right.
fandoms.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, B Travis saying sounds like Boba Fett has fallen into the
Calyx
pit.
So
yeah.
true. Okay, how did I put this on before? I'm now
in there with the Calyx.
Oh, okay.
Never get out.
90.
Falling into the Calyx pit, is it worse than falling into the Sarlacc pit? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I feel like both are a place where you may never return from.
Right.
You know?
Oh man, did I do this right? Let me see. Now I'm questioning myself. This should be on 91, should be on the right side. Okay. Wow.
I'm on page 9. By the way, guys.
How many pages do you have in that build?
This little book?
Yeah.
Oh my. 38 pages.
I've never built
like
a
I said,
brickhead.
They're dense.
Yeah, I've never built
Oh yeah, you have to get some brick heads. I need to when we're hanging out at SDCC, maybe I'll pack a brick head set for you in my suitcase and give you one. Yeah. Oh yeah, we could build some Legos together while we're hanging.
I think we should. That'd be
fun.
Great.
Yeah, brickheads are also cool because they come in like usually a set of 2s, right? So
really?
if I brought us a 2 to build, we could build them and then we could each have one. They could be like our little friend.
Yeah.
Our little friend amulets.
That's so cool. I had no idea. Okay.
We each keep one. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, they're great, but yeah, they're so fun and they're just nice dense guys. So they're deceptively more than what you think you're going to be doing. Oh, this goes on here now. Oh, we're back to this. Okay. Oh, that fits beautifully.
Okay.
Oh, that's satisfying.
Here. I think I
like that.
This right. Cool.
This is going to be the little crib or whatever it is. What do we call this for Grogu? His little bayonet? No, not bayonet. That's
bassinet.
A sword.
Yeah.
Bassinet.
Bayonet.
It's a sword.
But yeah, it's sort of like.
I mean, I'm sure Grogu would be armed with a bayonet if he needed to be.
True.
I don't think he's against using one. You know, okay, he is the son of Den, so.
Okay. How did I do? Oh, this goes here. Okay. Cool.
Did I do this right? Oh yeah.
So is that a bassinet? What's the difference between a bassinet and a crib? Would you know that? I don't know what.
I think a crib is like stationary.
Okay.
And a bassinet's like moving.
Okay, so that makes sense because it's like a floating bassinet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a floating thing. I think. Or maybe like, yeah, it's like one is designed to be mobile and the other one is not. It's designed to be stationary. But, you know, people that are bassinet experts in the chat.
Yeah, like Headbanging Maniac, they say
smaller.
Bassinet is smaller. Okay.
Cool. Okay.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, I was like, I'm also one of those people that like, I don't know anything about. I have a baby shower to go to.
Oh, okay.
This weekend.
Well, maybe you could apply some of your new knowledge of bassinets and cribs.
I know. I'll be talking about bassinets. I'll be like, let me tell you about what I know about bassinets from building Star Wars Lego.
Right. So here's all the extra pieces I have from earlier. I'm still a little worried that I've missed things, but this is why these plastic baggies are so good, folks. I just label them and say, hey, here's a bunch of extra pieces. Maybe they'll come back later, which they just did here. So I'm back on track.
There you go.
But I still need to find Boba Fett, or I still need to get a new Boba Fett. Okay, so I was at 111.
The search for Boba Fett continues. So I need all 4 of these?
So I did 111.
Clip these like this?
Right. No, I did not do 111. Those should go there. Yep. I did 110, now I'm in 111. Okay, cool. Back on track, friends. Which I believe are these 2. Yep. Cool, cool, cool. I love Legos.
Me too. They're like little puzzles
Yeah,
that are 3D,
yeah. And
but
there's
where you don't have to figure anything out because you have rules.
exactly, and they're just super like very. I don't know. It's a very zen-like experience for me. I just enjoy just doing them. Um,
Same.
you know.
I actually got my first Lego set only a few years ago. It was gifted to me by my friend Zach for my birthday.
Oh,
And I think how long ago was that? It was only like probably like 5 years ago that I started getting into Legos.
wow. Okay, cool.
And I had never built Legos. I was like I loved puzzles though. I've always been a puzzle person.
Okay.
So when I started building and then I discovered what it was,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, ah, yes, I see. Like, I always thought, I don't know why, I thought Legos were for boys. I thought I
Oh,
couldn't build Legos, I
okay.
guess.
Okay.
But turns out that Legos are for everyone.
Right.
And you can build Legos if you're not a boy.
Nice.
And that it's so chill. I was so surprised at how relaxing it was.
Mm-hmm.
How I was like also dealing with some anxiety at the time, and it just really was such a pleasant experience.
Oh,
And after
good.
that, I was like hooked. I was like, man, I need to get more Legos.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Joey. So true. Legos, much like Star Wars, is for everyone. 100%.
Yeah.
You know, I
100%.
as a kid, my brothers and I played, built Legos, but then you grow up, quote unquote, right? And I had forgotten all about Legos until a few years ago during the pandemic, and I started talking about them, how much they look so cool, but I hadn't done one in years. My Discord community surprised me
Mhm.
at Dice Tower West. They gifted me a Star Wars R2D2 Lego set, Amanda, and
What?
I was so again, I was totally choked up. I was so grateful, and it was such a kind
That's so
gesture.
nice.
Yeah, it was so cool. And then so Michelle and I, we put it together on stream. That's like the ultimate R2D2 set or whatever. It's like couple of thousand pieces or whatever. It was such a great build.
Wow.
Yeah, and that began my new love affair with Lego. And since then, I've bought like I think 6 sets, and I have I have a couple of
The
ships.
Lego
A
addiction.
total
Yep.
addiction. Yes, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Again, so folks, if you're in the Discord community, thank you again. I cannot thank you all enough for doing that for me and Michelle.
Yeah, I'm very blessed where I definitely have a tendency that when I'm at the Lego store, I always want to get something, and then sometimes I have to fight because I'm like, I don't really have the space or budget to get more Legos.
Yep.
But my community is very much enabling of my Lego addiction. And they have bought me quite a few sets, actually. I have a few sets from them.
Oh,
So
cool.
this obviously being one of them, but
Very nice.
I would say with my sets, it's maybe like a 60-40 split maybe right now.
Oh, okay.
That were gifted to me.
Very nice.
So I will also say thank you to my community for fueling this addiction. That
Yes.
I will say though, when people come over, they say, "Well, where are you going to put all these other sets you have over here to build?" And I'm like, we'll cross the bridge when we build them."
Exactly. Exactly. So two of the ones I built was a TIE fighter and an X-wing, Luke Skywalker's X-wing, and
Nice.
I use fishing line, Amanda, to hang them up on my ceiling in the studio.
Yeah.
And it looks so cool. Yeah. And I actually,
that's the dream.
Yeah, it really is. And I was so excited by how it looks. Like I went out and bought another TIE fighter. So, you got to have 2 fighters chasing an X-wing. So I'm going to build a second TIE fighter soon.
You're building a scene,
Exactly.
Now you're building a story.
Exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That is also a dream of mine, to just have some Legos that are up. Like what I really love to have is have a gaming room, when I'm not living in a place that is basically, 2 rooms.
Okay. Yeah.
Ideally have a place that I can have a room for gaming in terms of like tabletop stuff. I don't know if I want my computer to be in the same room, if I want 2 gaming rooms.
Right.
But I definitely think wherever my board games are, I want like a nice Lego setup as well.
Oh,
that
yeah,
we can just
for sure.
have. And then also my dream is to like eventually, when I have just too much, even living in a house, to just pack some of those up and then give them to people's kids. Because I got a lot of friends that have children that I feel like would love them.
My dogs are barking. I think there's someone at the door. I'm gonna step away for just a moment. Are you cool hanging out like this, or should I put the be right back screen?
Yeah.
You're okay?
No, I'll chill. I'll
Cool.
chill with chat.
Chat, hang out with Amanda for just a minute while I check out what's going on with the pugs.
Hello, chat. How's it going, chat? Growing up, what's that? Yeah, that's a good question. What is growing up? I'll let you know if I figure it out. I don't think any of us ever really have to grow up. That's the beautiful thing. Although I will say I have had some people before that have come through my community that have been seemingly surprised and I think concerned that I'm not, I guess, more grown up, for lack of a better term, when I do a lot of things that are, said to be for kids. But I think the one thing too is, as long as you keep your inner child alive for as long as possible, it's really, I think, how you stay young and healthy. Because the moment that you say, I'm grown up, so I can't do this or I can't do that, you're kind of saying, like, I'm moving closer to death, is what it feels like. Like, I'm cool to not exist on this mortal plane. Like, I see I'm moving off of it and, like, whatever. And so I personally think, not that you need to be eternally young, but just that it is a good way to keep yourself mentally and physically spry, I guess, for lack of a better term. Spry. Wow. Who says spry? I do, apparently. Both a child and also sometimes an old woman, I feel like, is my vibe. Hi, Joey. How's it going? TV says, I'm over 50, still no clue how to grow up. I know. What is growing up, right? That's what I mean. Like, here's the thing. What does it even mean? I think to some people, it just means let's not be embarrassed by these things that I don't want to reveal that I like these things because I think it's embarrassing. But I'm like, who decided that? You decided that for yourself. Don't shame yourself. Just let yourself have fun. Nothing wrong with having fun. Who wants to be adult? Yeah, I exactly, not me. I'll tell you that. Let's not be adult. Adult is not fun. Joey says, my inner child has been trying to escape for years. I keep him around with video games and Lego. Yeah, there you go. Feed the inner child. So important. So important. I mean, yeah, someone was saying that to me about, like, even, like, I love cartoons. I've always loved cartoons. I hope I never stop loving cartoons. And that was also a thing where I was getting some flack for liking cartoons, going to arcades, being a kid. Growing up means being able to buy all the toys I want. B. Travis, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. But people are like, you're not supposed to buy those toys. Those toys are only for children. And I'm like, well, children can also have the toys. I mean, I'm not going to take them away from them. Don't worry. Actually, I buy a lot of toys for children too, and for myself. Also allows me to be the coolest in terms of the person that knows what toys to get kids, because I'm like, I know what's cool because I have toys. And this is what I think's cool. So I feel like it makes you a cool aunt or uncle, makes you a cool parental assistant. Okay, so I built this. Oh, I need to put these. Oh, because it's going to be floating. Right. These clear pieces are to create the illusion of the float. I like that. That's cool. And then we put this on top. Yes. All right, well, now it's floating. So that's pretty cool. How the dogs
Okay, the
doing?
dogs are okay. It was the gardener they were barking at, so
Oh, the gardener.
yeah, everything is all good. I've got a
They said
sticker.
we can't abide the
Exactly.
gardener. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can't abide that.
What was I doing? Sticker.
Got another sticker.
Yeah, gonna use the trick.
Joey is asking, did you watch Bad Batch? I have seen season 1 and I think a little bit of season 2, but I am not up to date on Bad Batch,
Me neither. I am not up
alas.
to date.
But I would like to be. Not because I don't want to be, just too many things to
Yeah,
watch is the
so much
problem.
stuff to watch. Yeah.
Yeah. I still need to watch actually not Star Wars related, but Dead Boy Detectives, which just came out on Netflix. And I
Oh,
also want to go and watch the Knuckles show as well.
so much stuff.
Paramount. I know.
You know
And
what?
I
I
just
gotta
saw
do this.
yesterday The Fall Guy at the movies,
Oh, how was
which
that?
was really good. It was amazing. It
Okay.
might be it's definitely I think right now for me, my top movies of the year so far
Hmm.
are Monkey Man,
Oh, I really wanted
which
to
I
see
really
that,
like.
Amanda. I heard
Yeah,
so good.
it's really good.
Okay.
Monkey Man, and then I think The Fall Guy, and then I think Dune 2.
Wow. Okay.
And Dune 2 is really good, so
Yeah.
that's not me trying to throw shade at Dune 2. It's just
Right.
these other movies are so good. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm also such an action like I love an action movie,
Right.
but The Fall Guy is so good because it's not just an act like it is an amazing action movie, but it's not just an action movie. It's like every element of the film is done so well.
Nice.
They nailed it.
That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
Monkey Man was high up on my list, and I missed the window when it was out here. I think it might be
Oh
out one
yeah.
of the other theaters, but the one closest to my house, I missed the window just
Uh
because I was so busy. But I've heard nothing
you
but
could watch it just even on like on a streaming or like rent
right,
it or whatever. It's really good though. Yeah.
cool,
It's honestly some of the best fight sequences I've seen in a long time.
nice. Okay, that's good to
And
hear.
I mean, and I really loved also Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. That movie was also phenomenal.
Right.
So, it's really great when I can see other movies and be like, this is like on the level, you know? Like
Okay. Yeah.
and The Fall Guy is on that level in terms of big stunts as well. Like,
Okay. Cool.
wow.
I'm always
Do
down
some
for a big
crazy things
stunt.
in that.
Yeah,
Me too. I
that's
love a
great.
big stunt. I love a big stunt when it's not just about it being a stunt
Yeah.
too. When
Yeah.
it's like, something I was talking in my review just about this idea of how action, a lot of people like kind of will talk down a little bit sometimes about action or stunts as though it's like not like, dramatic, like real acting.
Right.
But
Right.
I was like, stunts and fights are like the epitome to me of acting because to me, acting is action, right? It's action and reaction.
Hmm.
And you don't get more action and reaction in a moment than a well done fight scene.
True that.
That
Yeah.
if it's integrated into the story well, it's also not just about two people taking swings at each other. It's actually about the plot and how it's manifesting in a very physical way. And that's what film is the best at is
Mm,
showing physicality.
so true.
So,
Again, is it servicing the story or is it just action for action, right? You're just throwing
exactly.
effects, but yeah.
Exactly. And this is like that and it's also just got some fights for the Fall Guy that are very elaborate in the way they built them,
Hmm.
making them really just smart in because sometimes people do fights and like motivations aren't very clear as to like why are we here, like why are we fighting, like
Right.
what's this about?
Yep.
And there's so many fights that have like all of these little pieces in them, but like every piece is like part of the motivation in the story and I'm like, "Whoa, that's
Mm.
crazy." So yeah. Yeah, really good. But yeah, that's the
So
thing.
I
There's
need
too
to
many
see it.
things.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen Civil War. I wanted to see that.
Same. Yeah.
That looks intense.
That really looks
Heard it's really
intense.
good.
Yeah. I hear that
Yeah.
you have to sort of be ready for that one just because it is pretty intense.
Yes, I have also heard this about it. It is a very intense experience.
Right. Like a lot
Um,
of it apparently hits close to home with what's going on in the world today. So
yeah.
yeah.
I was that was a day we were thinking about going to see it, but I went to the movies and I saw 3 movies in
Uh-huh.
that day. So that was the one that we decided to not see just because I was like, I feel like I want that to maybe be the only movie
Yeah.
because I feel like it's going to be heavy.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally. Wow, you saw 3 movies in a day? That's a big day right there.
It was. We saw Abigail. What did we see? We saw Abigail. Then we saw Spy Family, Code White, and then Monkey Man.
Wow. That's a great
Yeah.
day of movie watching right there.
It was. Honestly, all the movies were good. Abigail was probably the weakest one. And even
Okay.
then, that movie was still good. It wasn't bad. It was just
Right.
kind of lackluster in terms of, in terms of vampire films.
Got
There's
it.
more that I would put above it. That's all.
Well,
But
Amy Troop, thanks for hanging out. Have a great weekend.
bye. Thanks for joining us.
Wow. Okay, where does this go? Oh,
I
that
just
goes right
assumed
there.
this was going here, and I probably shouldn't have assumed that. Should
Yeah.
I?
That's always a downfall in
Oh boy.
Legos. Don't assume everything, folks, because
I
you'll be
know.
pulling
I
stuff
did
off,
just.
which I've done plenty of times.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to. Oh boy. Yeah, I did that to myself. I was just like, it'll be just like the other side. No, it won't for some reason. I don't know why, but the Lego gods have their reasons, I'm sure.
Right.
Lego separator to the rescue.
I don't know how we lived in a world without the Lego separator. This thing is just genius.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a painful time. That's what I
Yeah. It was a painful
feel.
age.
Yeah.
For sure.
Our fingers were very sore in that age. And then we learned there was a better way.
Yes.
Okay, so now now I got to put something underneath? Wow. This is way more elaborate than I thought it was going to be.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. So now I put it on here. Okay. Now it's a little higher for some reason. I don't know what purpose it serves. Is it like an armrest? Maybe that's what we're building. Armrest for Grogu. Oh no, this is Grogu's body. Oh, yeah. What? Maybe this is where his arm is going to stick out? But wait, he has two arms.
Oh,
It's mysterious.
Oh, is this like this? Okay, I see. Okay. So now this goes here. Nope.
Uh-oh. Did I... Wait a minute. Oh, boy. I need to flip this, don't I? Okay, well, that should be easy. I don't even need a Lego separator for that. I'm just flip it like this.
Well, I have no idea. Oh, okay, these go over here. Got it. Got it. Okay, this goes here.
There we go. Perfect.
These
Oh, yeah, I got to use the pink piece. I was wondering about this one. It's so pink. Right in the center.
Nice.
Yep. This is going to be his little brick body, I'm imagining. Okay. We're going to build it up probably around here. Solid. Oh, I feel like I'm moving now, actually.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm on page 29.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, you're crushing it. Like,
I know.
Were you just on like page 8 earlier or something?
I felt like I was on page 8 like 2 seconds ago.
Wow, nice.
I guess while you were up, I guess I was making.
Oh,
I was
that's
really
right. Yeah.
in the groove, I guess.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, so now I need one of these. Oh yeah, this looks good. It's looking groovy. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, I got to build his little face.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Grogu, Michelle gifted me for my birthday the Grogu Lego set. So I'm gonna build like a little Grogu, not the really yeah. So I already know where I'm gonna put it. It's gonna be right next to my R2D2 when it's all said and done.
Oh, that's awesome!
Yeah, super
that's so
stoked.
Cool. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good set.
Yeah, cannot wait to build it. Okay, this is the wrong piece.
Is that the one? Is it the like? Is it like one of the? Is it the same size as like kind of the ones that look like big bionicles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to
Yeah,
that one.
yeah.
That'll probably be the next one I build.
Yeah, I
think.
have the Groot one of that.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I have the Groot set I just built.
Awesome.
Oh, that was a fun build.
Was
and
it?
is it does it have joints? Can you move Grogu around?
I'm pretty sure it does. Let me now I'm curious. I need to look this up.
Oh my gosh,
Let me
it's
go.
so cute. And he has the little ball.
Yep.
It's so
cute. I think we're looking at the same one. Yeah, the Mandalorian series, the child.
That's a sick set.
Yeah.
1,000 pieces.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a big one.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe it will be. Is it the same size? I can't wait to see it when you're done. I want to see what size that ends up being.
So
if
wait,
it's the exact same size as my Groot, or if it's bigger than Groot.
Was
because
Groot?
I feel like that's a lot of pieces.
Okay. Bionicle.
But maybe
Groot?
it's more dense.
Maybe it is
because of the robe.
Yeah. The Bionicle.
Yeah, the Groot one that I have is the I Am Groot, the mixtape one.
Okay. That's the
Which yours also comes with the
pieces.
the label.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's probably going to be a little bigger than that. I mean, 1,000 pieces.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just more dense.
It's either more dense or it's taller.
That could be it.
That's a sick set.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you to build that.
Really excited about that one.
Oh, this is actually his face. I thought this was his body.
Oh. Nice.
Just his head.
Okay. Imagine Eric in chat is asking who are our favorite Star Wars characters.
Oh, me.
Oh,
I love Max Rebo.
Nice. Oh, good call.
I'm a Max Rebo fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love droids, so I also do love R2D2 is definitely up there for me. I do love BB-8. I do love Grogu. I'm sure to no one's surprise, I have like 1 million Grogu things. And people are always buying me new Grogu things because they know I love Grogu so much.
That's
so
cool.
yeah, Grogu is up there. How about also really love, actually, I'm just starting to get into the Thrawn trilogy.
Oh.
Really love Mara Jade as well. I want to do a Mara Jade cosplay.
Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah, Mara Jade is awesome.
She's so cool.
Yeah.
How about you, Ruel? Who's your favorite?
I'm old school. I like everyone's favorite scoundrel. Well, I like both of the scoundrels. I love Han Solo and I love Lando Calrissian. Those are two of my favorites.
Lando's great.
Lando
cool. Just had a thing in Dark Droids. It was building into a kind of a Star Wars story.
Oh, okay.
That was the trial of Lando Calrissian.
Ooh, okay.
Where he basically has to reveal that he betrayed the Rebel Alliance at one point.
Wow.
I mean,
okay.
He's betrayed them like probably a few times, but
yeah,
he basically sold their information to Jabba the Hutt through the droid that he gave them.
Yep.
And he had to go back because he needed the droid to fix Lobot.
Oh, okay.
And the droid said at the end of the event, the droid basically said, like, I'll fix Lobot, but you need to like reveal to them like what you did, because otherwise I don't know if my safety will be guaranteed, because you'll probably just kill me after, because I'm connected to this thing that you did that was bad.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want people to know what I know. Wow. So then he has to reveal to Leia that, yeah, he did do that because he just wants Lobot to be okay.
Right. Oh,
and
wow.
It's like really like such a good Lando moment where he's like, honestly, I know it was a bad thing. I'm just going to reveal it to you guys because at the end of the day, although I am kind of a scoundrel, like my friends do matter to me.
That's cool. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I love that about Lando. Like he is such a scoundrel, but at the end of the day, like his heart really is in the right place. It just takes him a while to like figure that out,
right?
I think.
Yeah. And that really, it's always appealed to me about his character. Like we know he's done some stuff, that probably not proud of, but at the end of the day, he does have that heart of gold.
Yeah, he really does. It's just, I think he doesn't like to admit it either.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
He's like, he doesn't, and I think he has, like most of the scoundrels that we have in Star Wars, trust issues.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Trust issues are a big thing in the galaxy far, far away.
Yes, they are. A lot of people have trust issues. I don't know where the space therapists are in Star Wars, but there's definitely some people that could use some space therapy, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I wish we had space therapists for everyone. I cannot find a piece. Where is this thing? I gotta really look at this. Is this a projectile? I don't know.
Is it?
Wow. Maybe it's here.
All right, we're building the body now. I'm assuming this is Grogu's little hands.
Okay. Yeah.
This tiny little
So
hands.
cute. Oh, here's the piece. Oh, wow. Okay, I found it. Sweet. Oh, one cool thing about these little trays, I gotta shout out the trays. They have the little plastic lids, so even like mid-build, if you just need to stop, just pop on your lids and you're good to go.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That is great. Yeah, that is the one thing that if I'm like if I've organized stuff and I don't finish that step, it does suck because you just have to put everything away and then you're like, oh,
yep.
Well.
Yeah, it's like, now what?
Now what? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I missed this piece. That's what I missed. I thought I was missing something. This goes here. Then these go. Yeah, that felt wrong to me, and it was wrong. So glad we figured that out before I built more.
Right.
Okay. This is gonna go here. Here.
Okay, this goes here. All right, cool, cool. I gotta figure out where this goes on the ship. Right.
How about people in chat? Who are people's in chat's favorite characters? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, folks, let us know. I do this.
Any Padme fans in chat?
It's gotta be some Padme fans. Where you at, folks?
It's gotta be some.
Right.
Padme actually was like my favorite character when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
I loved Padme Amidala. Yeah, I thought she was so cool. It's unfortunate as you get older, you realize she really doesn't have too much of a character, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They didn't really give her very much, but I still think she's cool.
Yeah.
Though she didn't really get too much in terms of a personality, but
right.
She's played by Natalie Portman, so that's a personality right there, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. That's a good thing in my book. For sure. Okay, this one goes here.
All right, these are his
B. Travis
side
says
of his headpieces.
Padme had the coolest costumes, though, for sure.
She did. Maybe that's why I was into it. You know, I am a sucker for an aesthetic.
Yeah.
I do love a good look, and she definitely has some great looks in the movies. Actually, I did for Halloween, I think when I was like 18, I did a Padme.
Oh, really?
Halloween costume, yeah.
Very nice.
The white suit that she wears when she is the blaster, when they're like escaping, who is that? Grievous?
Oh, yeah, yeah. In the arena or whatever?
In the arena look. I loved that look.
Nice. Yeah, that is a cool look.
It is a cool look.
Okay, this goes here, I think. But where does that last piece go?
Oh, this is where his ears go. I was like, I feel like something's missing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm the same way right now on my piece. Like, where does this go? Okay, I just found it. Okay, cool, cool, cool.
This is what he's missing. The ears.
Oh, yours is really coming together. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Love it.
I think that's it, actually. Is that it? What else goes on here? No, that's it. And then we pop him in his little bassinet. Pop him on here. Oh yeah, there we go.
Ooh, let's see as Amanda. I'm gonna go over to this view here. Look at that, folks. Wow. That's so cool. Wow. Look at that, friends. I know, right? Twinsies. Oh. That is really cute. Oh. Very nice. How cool is that? Wow. Yeah. That's neat. That's right. Oh, that's great, Amanda. Right on.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Cool. So,
very
folks,
cool.
that is, I think that's going to do it for now. As you can see, whoops, let me see.
That's all right.
I'm getting all over the place. Anyways, I'm still going to continue working on this one, but Look at that, friends. Wow.
So cute.
That
I
is
love
super
him.
cute.
Yeah, he's a cutie. Oh, I'm so excited.
That's great.
So that's one of two, and then the other one that we'll build after I have all the pieces for, but that will be we'll have his dad. We'll have Din that I'll have to
Yeah.
build later. So that'll be cool.
Nice, Daddy.
Uh,
And then
Daddy Din.
I've got Boba Fett's Starship still in progress. I will continue this, folks. Imagine Eric
I love
says,
that set as well. I think I have that
"Oh,
one.
do you
It's
really?"
such a it's so cool.
It
Yeah,
is.
it comes with a little stand too that you put it on, right?
This one, I think so. This is the one I have. I don't know if it has a stand or not.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
the
Okay,
one I
cool.
have.
Nice.
Oh man, that's the one we built it. Duck and I built that one off stream. We just built
Oh,
that one
cool.
for fun, and we couldn't stop playing with the ship. The ship is so cool,
Yeah.
so good.
And that's Boba Fett's definitely going to go onto my ceiling at some point. I've got the fishing line all ready for this one as well. One
So
final
awesome.
word from our friend Magic Eric says, "My favorite is Obi-Wan Kenobi. I feel like he understands what it means to be a Jedi more than anyone else and has the most complete character arc." Obi-Wan's one of my favorites
I
as
agree
well.
with that.
Definitely right up there, Magic Eric. Thank you so much for joining us today, friend. Amanda, before we get going, any project? Well, you've got a big day tomorrow streaming. You've got a huge day.
Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna be streaming on Twitch, and then after OF, and I'll be on the Discord. It'll be nuts. And then Sunday night, I'm gonna be on my friend Sasha's channel,
Oh,
Casually
cool.
Comics, and
Nice.
we're just gonna be talking about X-Men '97 theories before we go into these final two episodes and just geeking out. She was like, she was basically saying like she's been talking to some other people, and they're like, I think tired in her family, and she's like, I think they're tired of hearing from me. She was like, my husband is over it. I think he's tired of it. So she's like, I need someone to geek out with. So we're gonna geek out on Sunday night,
Nice.
and then I'll be back on my own stream on Monday to do indie RPG night, where we play tabletop RPGs that are small indie games.
Nice.
So
Awesome.
yeah,
Thank you
I'll have
for
to
joining me today, Amanda. And I'm so
thank
excited
you.
to get our collab back together again. Always nice to get us hang out with y'all. Mark, thank you for hanging out with us. So Mark Street just popped in, so it's so good to see you both. All my best. Thank you,
Hello.
Mark.
Hi,
Mark, we
Mark.
also need to get the band back together as well. Mark, a fellow Lego builder. We used to do Maker Mondays, but again, things have been so hectic schedule wise. We haven't
We
been able
need
to
to
do
get all three of us together. A
that.
big
We have talked about
collab
this before.
stream.
Yeah, we will
Yeah,
definitely get that happening. But for
I'm so
now,
down.
we folks enjoy your free comic book day tomorrow and also Star Wars Day. Um, Again, this has been so much fun, Amanda. I'm looking forward to hanging out again. Hopefully, in the next month or so, we'll get another thing
Hopefully, yeah.
going. Yes, and
Yeah.